Hey, what is going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and today is seemingly a day for feels as Bungie has started things off right with the promised trailer for Forsaken, Last Stand of the Gunslinger. This is a 3 to 4 minute long cinematic showing off Cayde-6's final stand inside the Prison of Elders against the Barons of the Skorn. Bungie dropped this trailer a little bit earlier today, and I gotta say, it goes from being awesome to kind of a heart-wrencher really quickly. Now, if you want to watch the video in and of itself, I'll leave a link to it down in the description box below. It doesn't really have anything too spoilery. We all know what happens to Cayde-6 towards the beginning of Forsaken, and this is just another kind of viewing of how things led up to that moment. So again, there's no real spoilers there. We just get to see Cayde in action. We get to see him utilizing his abilities, his throwing knives, his trip mines, just taking out a group of all kinds of the new Skorn enemies. It's actually a really cool scene. We actually get to see him try to utilize Gunslinger and then utilize the new Way of 1,000 Cuts subclass tree super, the Blade Barrage. It's a really quick scene where he just kind of lights up after he gets tired of being kind of kicked around a bit by some of the Skorn, throws those knives. It's really awesome. It's overall just a fantastic video. I'd absolutely recommend going and watching it. Again, if you're afraid of spoilers, there's really nothing in there being spoiled. You're just going to get a good look at all the Barons and Cayde-6 and his final stand. And then they hit you with some of those feels towards the end. You all know what line I'm talking about. I'm coming home, Ace. Ooh, if you know the lore around Cayde-6, you know exactly who Ace is. And I gotta say, Bungie, why you do this? Why you drop lines like that in these big feel moments? Ooh, it can kind of hurt a little bit. Now, something else that is interesting to note, and if you've got a sharp ear for voice acting, you'll pick it up immediately. This is Nolan North voicing the character of Cayde-6 rather than Nathan Fillion. Believe me, if you sit back and you listen to it, you'll pick up on it pretty quickly. He sounds a bit more like his portrayal of Nathan Drake. You'll definitely hear a little bit of that twinge in there. But he does an absolutely fantastic job. North does a fantastic job of nailing the overall character and feel of Cayde-6. And as far as stand-ins go, he definitely does Nathan Fillion some justice with this role. I will say I am a little bit bummed that we're not going to be hearing, well, at least as far as right now, as far as what we know, we're not going to be hearing Nathan Fillion basically voicing what is supposed to be Cayde's final hours within Destiny 2. But I am happy to see that Nolan North has picked up the reins and absolutely run with them. He's done a great job here. But anyways, this has been a pretty big week for Cayde-6. Of course, we had that massive troll a little bit earlier in the week with the reset bringing us Cayde's Spicy Ramen. For a lot of you out there, you logged in, you saw that was on your milestones, it was listed as a quest, you went to the ramen shop in the tower, you picked up your ticket, and you were wondering, well, what else? What else do we do after this? Well, thankfully, Dylan, Damage04 on Twitter, one of the Bungie community managers, has come out since and clarified that there is no next step, there is no time gating, there's no waiting or anything. The quest was literally just that. You were just going to go pick up that ticket, and it was just kind of a reference to Cayde-6. So big thanks to them for kind of coming out and at least, letting us know that there's nothing else there before the Raid Secrets subreddit just banged its head completely through a wall, trying to figure out what the next step to this hidden quest might have been. I will say it is a little bit of a bummer though. I don't know why they would go through all of this just for a gag with a expired ramen coupon, but I guess that's just the sort of character Cayde-6 is. It is just like him to give you a coupon that expired decades ago. But moving on, we've still got a couple of very big, very important weeks ahead of us. In 2 weeks' time, we have got the drop of Forsaken. But before that, next week on the 28th, we're of course getting Update 2.0. This is going to be the big one, the one that changes the weapon slot system, the one that's probably going to bring in some pretty big sandbox changes. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. We've got the TWAB coming out later today that is presumably going to have a preview of the patch notes. I do believe Bungie came out earlier this week and stated that that there's going to be a preview of patch notes in this week's TWAB, so we're going to be looking forward to that. I will be covering that in a video later on today. But Bungie also hit us with one more big news story for the day, and that is the report that you're actually going to get a chance to play Gambit a little bit early. We as players are going to get access to the Gambit game mode before Forsaken goes live. That's right, next weekend starting on September 1st and lasting for 24 hours, all Destiny 2 owners can preview and play Gambit for free. That means if you're somebody who's bought Forsaken, if you're somebody who hasn't bought Forsaken, everyone who owns Destiny 2 is going to get a chance for a full day starting on September 1st to play the new PvE PvP hybrid game mode Gambit. And I could not be any more excited. This news dropped earlier today when Bungie dropped a quick 30-second teaser trailer making the announcement that all players of D2 would get a chance to go and play Gambit before the game goes live. Which means with Update 2.0 dropping next week, you'll not only have an option to experience the new weapon class system, you're going to be able to utilize it in the new Gambit game mode, which is going to make the first a very special, very fun day. Now, while we haven't gotten any specific information on what Gambit map we're going to be getting, or whether or not there's going to be some special things dropping through that'd be really interesting if they put some of the new weapons from Forsaken within that game mode. It is really interesting that we're getting the opportunity to play this before Forsaken itself comes out on September 4th. I know personally I'm going to be playing that all Saturday long, and I will absolutely be hosting live streams of it on the YouTube and Twitch channel, so make sure you're staying tuned there. I have been absolutely 100% sold on the Gambit game mode really since its reveal. I got to see some of it live and in person when I was at GuardianCon a little while back. The game mode looks like it's an absolute ton of fun. We've seen plenty of gameplay from like Game Informer and other sources in the time since its announcement, and I cannot wait to finally get my hands on this thing next Saturday. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. But alright Guardians, that is it for the bits of news we had today. Get out there, watch those trailers, and get yourself prepared for Gambit. Because everyone, again, every player who owns Destiny 2 is going to have access to that game mode on September 1st. That's a Saturday for one full 24-hour day. Ooh, hope to see you Guardians out on the battlefield. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave me your thoughts on all of this stuff down in the comment section below. How do you feel about Nolan North taking over the reins of Cayde-6 to fill in for Nathan Fillion? He had to go off and work on a TV show or something like that and just wasn't free enough to do the VO work. But I think Nolan North's doing a pretty good job. But anyway, be sure to leave me your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. By the way, for all you Guardians who were there today when we did our big D1 retro live stream, that was a lot of fun. It was great to see you all there. But alright, that's it for this one Guardians. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.